Okay, so right now over here, this is Ideamaker, okay? Another type, another slicer software, okay? So over here, I'm going to teach you how to do the per model setting inside Ideamaker, okay? So first thing, let's import our models, okay? So I'm going to just simply drag and drop our models. So this unfair loaded dice is our dice model. And this one is basically the cube that we use for per model setting. So we can drag and drop our unfair dice and you will have your dice here. So first thing, okay, same thing if you slice it with your profile, okay, your usual profile, and you go for preview, you can see that, okay, actually you can see we have some support over here. I can remove that later, but let's just see our infill. So, as usual, the infill, it will fill in evenly, okay? So, how can we make it to fill the infill uneven? The same step, okay? But this time is a bit simpler. Click on modifier, and then click on add modifier, okay? Before you click on modifier, make sure that you select on your dice and then click on it, okay? And then click on add modifier. As default, Ideamaker gives you 3 simple shapes: box, sphere, and cylinder. So we are going to import our box, okay? And then the size, you can change it here, or you want to change it manually also can. So I'm going to just change it over here to 25 millimeters by 25 millimeters, and the height, let's set it to 10 millimeters, and click on OK. So you have we have our modifier over here. Click on move and move it to the center by changing the X to 0. Okay. So right now, if I change our view to the bottom, you see we have a box here. Okay. So click on your box, okay? Or you can see it over here. Click on your box. Click on the modifier. Okay. So it's set default. So right now over here, we want the type. We want it to be set as this. Change settings of overlap with parent model. What is meant by parent model is this model, which is our dice, okay? So you can click on dice and you can have the modifier over here also. So this one should be changed, select as this, the first one, change the settings of overlap. When it is overlap, then we want the setting to be changed, okay? And then click on the add icon here. And then first thing, we are going to add the shell and then infill density. And if you want, you can put infill pattern type also. Okay, so what is meant by shell is the same concept as the wall, WALL, in Cora. Okay, so make sure that this tree is thick. Okay, and then that's all. Press on OK. Okay, so as default, you can see our shell is 2. Let's set this to 0. And the infill density, we are going to make it to 100%. Okay, and then the pattern type, you can set it to anything that you want. Okay, we want to put it as grid for now. After that, click on slice. Okay, since just now you see we have the support, let me disable the support, okay, to none, and save, and click on slice. After that, the estimated print time is 2 hours 2 minutes. Quite okay. Let's go for preview and see. So we have our dice, and then you can see the box, actually it won't be printed. Okay, let's decrease our model. Oopsie, I didn't disable the density. Never mind, it's okay. I'll disable later. Okay, so over here you can see, if I move now, we have this specific box parameter over here, which is our modifier that we added just now. This specific part is filled with infill for 100%. Okay, so this is what we want. actually we should disable the grid also. So let's go back to our work plane or close preview. Okay, and then click on modifier, click on our box. Ding, ding. Okay, so click on our dice, press on slice, and then click on the profile that you normally use. I'll just click on this and go for edit. Okay, so just now I disable our support. Let's go to our layer, and then first we want to make the wall to be thicker, okay, which is the shell. So let's change this shell to 4, okay, which means it will draw the wall for 4 times, 4 circles. I mean for 4 times. And then after that, our infill, go for our infill, change this infill to 0. And press on save and slice. Go for preview. Okay, over here, you can see our wall has 4, okay. So this, you can see our labeling, the labeling. Inner shell is in green and the outer shell is dark brown, okay. So inner shell, we have, including the inner and outer shell, we have 4, okay. And then if we move the layer downwards, okay, you can see this specific part, the infill density is high, okay, which means this one is 100% and the others is 0, okay. So this is how you add a modifier or the per model setting in Ideamaker, okay. Same thing if you want to rotate it to make a specific side to be heavier, you can just do it like how you do in Cura, okay. Just simply click on the model and click on rotate and rotate it, okay, according to what you wish for, okay. One thing you need to remember is that the opposite side, the number that you desire, okay, you must make the opposite side to be heavier, so that the number that you desire will have a higher chance to come up, okay. So once you finish slice your project, okay, same thing, don't forget to export it so that you will have your G code, okay. So I am going to export this, okay, and save it, and that's all. So that's basically all how you can slice your model with a modifier in Ideamaker.